What up guys, Tough Thumbs here. Got a lot to show you tonight. It's a pretty good video here. Very excited about a few of these. I got a new pattern and a knife I'd never done before, and something for a fellow YouTuber, and I totally forgot his YouTube name. Luckily I got it sitting next to me here, so, but it's not on there. So anyway, what I got here is a knife I received in the mail today. This is not mine, this is a customer's. Yeah, anybody knows how the hell to unscrew these things, please let me know. Or if you have the tool for this. I think he's sending it to me, but I'm not sure. But this is like the second Microtech that's not like one of those auto things that I've held, and I really like it, actually. I really like them a lot. It's just really nice quality. But anyway, this is nothing to do with anything, but yeah, dude, your knife's here, nice and safe and secure. Got some nice carbon fiber on there. So first up, this one is for, I did this, I forget what his name is. His name's John, and I forget his YouTube name. I'd like to shout out your channel, dude, but yeah, maybe I'll figure it out when I upload the video. I'll put a link at the bottom. But he had the stainless steel police that I put the tan scales on. And so what he wanted was, he sent me a Spyderco Tenecious and a Spyderco Resilience. As you can see, both of them have been beautifully stone washed. Sandblasted, stone wash. And he wanted like a matching set, so that's what we did. We hit the spinal pattern with what was told to me was multicam in the order I ordered, and you know, multicam looks the same as a few other multicamo when it's not cut, and turns out it's not multicam, but it's only one color off, and I think it looks freaking amazing. So you know, I think the dude will be cool with it, but if he has a problem with them, I'll probably sell them. But I think they're fucking phenomenal. So you got the spinal pattern with the black and tan, both knives here. Sandblasted the G10, give it a really nice, like, fabric-y textured look. So, that. Everything's stone washed and sandblasted inside, all the hardware. Well, not the hardware, but it looks sweet, really sweet. Couple of knives to have together here. They look really nice. One thing I'm noticing, guys, is, you know, every time I get a Resilience or a Tenecious or any of these, now I cannot, for the life of me, and I'm pretty handy, I cannot undo the pivot screw. It is impossible. And every time I do it now, I gotta make it basically like this. I gotta make it into a flat head, because there is no other way to undo it. So what I'm gonna do is sandblast these and make them look nice, and all you need is a flathead screwdriver, or you can still use the torque bit or whatever, you know, now that it's loosened or whatever. But you know, if you want me to replace them, man, I'll just figure that out. I think I got some spare screws around here, but yeah, they look fine the way they are. You can't even see them with all that crazy pattern going on. But you see, you put the spinal pattern there, and then you got the little divots on the sides here, like really tiny grooves. Makes it look really cool down the sides. But yeah, they're all working perfectly fine, perfectly centered. Two of my all-time favorite budget knives, for sure. Can't go wrong with either one. So these guys are done. We'll be setting out probably Monday or so, or maybe sometime when I get to the post office this week. Next up, we got this one's not complete yet. This is pretty cool because it's a knife I've never done before, and I really like it, actually. It's a Spyderco Phoenix. And the original scales on this guy are these like white, plasticky, fake ivory. I don't know. But you know, it makes the knife look like classy. So I'm pretty sure I'm doing 2 sets of scales for this guy. So This is set number 1, carbon fiber. A great freaking choice for this knife. I'm probably gonna make them thinner. They do feel nice and this wider. I mean, they're a bit wider, not too much wider, but they feel really nice. Fills out the hand a lot more down here when you go like this. But very, very, yeah, it definitely adds a lot to this knife. It's got the reptilian pattern on it too. I personally would go with smooth, just like the originals, with carbon fiber, just because it would look really cool. And I was also thinking, anybody else got this knife, I would love to put full scales. That would be really cool on this thing. It would just look really neat. It'd be one of a kind for sure. But definitely a very nice knife. I gotta polish. I'm gonna try to polish these up for the customer or whatever. They're a little beat up. But they definitely look a lot more kick-ass. This like this, it's just kind of classy, like elegant, gentlemanly, and this is just like a little bit more kick-ass, stabby in the face. I'm just kidding. A couple people get that joke. So that's the Pheonix. Very happy with that guy. And next up, I got a new pattern. This is an Emerson CQC-13, and I guarantee you guys can guess what I'm going to show you first. A stonewash blade. Great choice for Emersons because they just, you know, I've got so many Emersons that look like shit, and just because that coating is almost on par with the cold steels. I'm sorry, but that's just my opinion. They just seem like shit to me. Like, the coating is just terrible on Emersons. But I think Emersons are great knives, don't get me wrong. But, you know, I like the satin blades with the nice grind. But there's the blade, and you got the thumb stud. It's nice and, always focusing on the background. Stonewash. Then you got a new pattern, which is I guess a crinkled paper pattern, or like, wrinkles or something. I don't know what to call it. We got the gray G10 on top, with the black liners, and black G10 on the bottom. You see it's like kind of like a crinkled paper look to it. It's got a lot of grease in there. It's kind of hard to get all that shit out of the grooves there. But it's not aggressive. It's very good grip though. I mean, it's really nice grip, but it doesn't, you know, there's no hot spots. It's actually nice and smooth all around here and everything, and these are all rounded off on the tops and the sides. So, you know, no problem with that stuff. Well, it's kind of cool. Everything's like all angular and just cuts out of it. But they're all kind of like little pyramid shapes. And like a lot of Emersons I get, the lockup on this thing is horrendously far over. Don't know why. I get a lot of Emersons like that. I get a lot of beat up old Emersons though, so I can't really say it's because they're, you know, that's how they are new, because I've had a few new and they're just totally fine. But I do get a lot of older ones that are really nasty because they do clean up real well, as you can see. Every time I do an Emerson, I feel like it just looks gorgeous when it's done. I can see why Ferk chooses Emersons to customize only, because you know, like I've said many times, is the blade is always gorgeous. Handle is just so damn plain. It's just like watching paint dry or something, looking at the freaking handles. But you know, the ergonomics on these knives are always amazing, especially down here. And this one, I love this. Like my whole, you know, all 4 fingers fit right here, and it's just a really nice grip for, you know, any harder smacking. You know, when you're doing your spine whack tests and all. Joking. But that is the new crinkled paper pattern, or if you guys have a better idea of a name for it. I'm trying to go for like a, you know, wrinkled paper name, but I don't know. I'm always up for a better name. I'm listening to Animals as Leaders. really like these ridges here. They just look real cool. There's a very, very, very tiny bevel on there, like all around the edges, just because it's a thin G10. So we can see the flathead conversion there. You know, dude, if you got a problem with that, just let me know, and I will try to find something that will replace it. They're pretty easy. I got a few things that I could use. So any gunk you see on there is from the stone washer. I still gotta take it apart and clean it all out and stuff. And also the Pheonix. Just love this shape, how it swoops up right here. I just find that to be like just really nice. Hey guys, Modern Warfare 3 is fucking awesome. Nobody has joined me or wants to play with me, so you know, just shoot me a friend request, guys. I don't know if everybody's busy, but I'm gonna try to find time at the end of the day to play a little bit. So, but guys, in the next few days, you know, I'm going to do at least 1 or 2 a day pimp jobs. So, but I'm going to try to, you know, I got to start focusing on doing the friction folders before the 17th. Otherwise, I'm kind of screwed. But don't, you know, hesitate to shoot me an order or whatever. So everything will go back to, you know, double time and everything. You know, I've been working on these only, so I got to start doing the at least 3 or 4 of those, or 2 or 3 a day of the friction folders. So just so I have them ready. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and check out Gavco's friction folder. It's damn nice. So anyway, guys, have a great night. Peace.